Welcome, King. Today we'll be looking at step 3 to your greatness as a king. Let's dig in. Now, as kings, we need to create something. We've got to create something. You've got to create something. You need to take your skill set, your interests, your specialized knowledge. You got to take your craft, your strengths, your gifts, and use them. Use them to create something, to create a product, to create a service. And that can be digital, it can be physical, it doesn't matter. If it does happen to be a service, I would say that you still want to think around how you can package that service into a product as well. So that could be a book, it could be an online course, or whatever the case may be. And the reason why you want to package your service as a product as well is to create distance or separation between your time and your money. Right? If your time and your money are packaged together, then time will always be a limiting factor in terms of how much you can make. Right? So you don't want to be constantly trading time for money. Right? Because your time will limit how much money you can make. You need to be making money so that you can provide more value and so that you can look after your family, so you can do the things that you really want to be doing in your life, travel, go to nice restaurants, engage in your hobbies, fishing, whatever the case may be. Right? So money is important. You need to be creating something that's actually going to produce an income. Now, you also want to think about that product in the context of a business. I think that everyone should own a business. So you want to have systems and processes, strategies, effective business models, and you want to do all of this piece by piece, right? So there's no need to get overwhelmed, but it's important that you start working at it. It's important that we start working through that process. So it's not an overnight thing. Right? And then I want you to start thinking about that business. I want you to think about your business as a vehicle that you're using to address the problem that you were born to solve. Right? This is the vehicle that you will use to drive your personal mission. Now, it can do that directly or it can do that indirectly. Directly would be something like, let's say your mission in life is to help people become financially free. And the business that you get into provides courses that empower them with financial literacy or something like that. That would be a direct approach, right? So, and then indirect would be if you say, let's say your personal mission is to eradicate childhood hunger, and you use a portion of your profits to give toward a NGO or an MPO that's dealing with that problem, or even you could set it up as part of your community outreach within your business. So that would be an indirect approach. So your product is not directly dealing with the problem of childhood hunger. Right? So then you want to create and distribute your product within a secure vehicle. Right? Like I said, I like business. I think business is the best vehicle, but there are other ways. And then you want to target a specific group of people, all the while keeping your personal mission in focus. And then your communication from this entity, from this business, from this vehicle that you are using, eventually, the business or the entity that you've created eventually the entity, the business or whatever the case may be that you've created in order to distribute your product or your service will start to communicate for itself. And using the same principles as for personal branding, except that now it becomes a part of your corporate brand strategy. So as a king, we need to create something. We need to create a product. We need to deliver a service. And even if we're delivering a service, I believe it's important that we turn that service into a product. And then we need to distribute that product and we need to create an income. Right? And we need to use the product in order to tackle our personal mission. And that's what step 3 is all about. Until the next, feast on this.